Hello, welcome back to my channel where I navigate chronic illness while trying to live my best life. I hope you're doing okay. I am doing all right. Honestly, I am doing my very best with what's going on. My gastro issues are just getting worse and worse, and I am now dealing with my POTS kind of like peeking in there with my gastro issues. I haven't been able to eat very well, and I am just trying my best to not feel nauseous, honestly. I have been living off of my Lifesaver mints. These help me so much, but when it gets to the point that I can't even, like, these are not doing anything, I then take my Zofran, which is my anti-nausea medication that was prescribed to me, and it helps. I have just been really thrown off by the gradual increase of my symptoms, and I don't really know if I'm doing something or if this is just my body. I really am struggling to eat. I was able to eat some rice yesterday, but I really haven't been able, I haven't had an appetite for really anything. And when I do eat, I for sure get nauseated. It's not, it's not something that is ever alleviated. So I'm constantly trying to find ways to remedy it. And I guess I'm just going to continue to do so until this goes away. I think I'm going to go get blood work done to make sure things are going okay with my body, because I feel like something is up. My fatigue is I'm very fatigued. I'm aching more. My gastro issues, everything is getting higher, and I'm wondering if I'm actually really scared that I'm going into one of my flares, because it's always like a slow progression, and it really scares me to think that I can possibly be going into a flare like I was years ago. I don't want to bring that to me by thinking that and attracting it, but it's something that I have to have in my brain of just in case. Not being able to eat again is very concerning for me, and the feeling of nausea is a really gross feeling, and I cannot get rid of it. I'm recording right now because I just had a mint, and it's at a little bit at ease, but it's not gone. Like, I can still feel it, and then it'll get to the point where it's so strong that I can't do anything, and I wouldn't pick up the camera at that point because that's the last thing I'm thinking about. So I was like, let me when I have a moment to record, let me record. I have to shower. I haven't washed my hair, and I need to do it so badly. Luckily, when I feel like this, I love being in the shower. Okay, hold on. We'll see if I leave this in. It's not what I want people to see of me. But maybe it shows the reality of this. Maybe I'll just speed it up. I'm honestly going to get going because I don't know how long this is going to last. I can actually feel the nausea, and I can feel it in my stomach. But I do want to try to shower. I will check back in. This is... oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say. I'll check back in soon. say from the clips that you have been watching, I don't really know how I'm going to edit that. I might just put some text on what's going on, or maybe a voiceover. I don't really feel like doing a voiceover, so it'll probably be text. But I got what I could do done yesterday and did the best to my abilities, and I pooped out. Like, I completely just, once I was done, I was completely done. I think I was done before I even got started, but I wanted so badly to contribute and help a little bit that I did. I often take on the mindset of like, if I can, I will. And then if I hurt, then I hurt, and it's okay, but at least I did it. At least it was worth it. But that's not always the right way to go about things. A lot of times it equals more pain. It's just that I've been so fed up over the years not being able to do a lot that's what I end up like pushing myself into thinking that's what's best. I'm still very symptomatic. So the past few times I've talked about my POTS and gastro. Oh, I was coloring. That's what that is. That's not a bruise. That's from coloring. The one consistent symptom that I've had is my gastro symptoms. That has been the one thing that has been steady, and then other things will come in like my gastro or pain or whatever else. I am getting a bit concerned. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this already. Just other things that remind me a lot of my really bad flare. One of the things is I am extremely fatigued. Yesterday, I fell asleep early and was asleep for a few hours, woke up for maybe 2 hours, and then slept another, I don't know how many hours. And even though my sleep wasn't good, I was sleeping and I'm still fatigued. I'm also dealing with pain again, but to the point where sometimes I have pain and I don't have to take a med. It's just like, oh, there's pain. It's manageable pain. It's okay, I'm in pain, but I can still do it or whatever I gotta do. And then there's pain where it's like, okay, I'm gonna take medicine before it gets out of hand pain, but I'm still on a level of managing. And then there's pain where it's just like all encompassing. Your body's feels like it was hit by a truck, debilitating pain. And that's what's happening to me again. I must take my strong point pain med, which is an opiate. And if I don't take it, ibuprofen will not help. And even at that, the opiate helps to a point, but as soon as it wears off, I can feel my body feeling, I don't know how to describe the pain. It just feels like it's not even achy. It feels like it's breaking almost. It's very, very uncomfortable, and it is a challenge to manage it. And I am doing my very best because on top of that, I'm dealing with POTS, and POTS is very draining. The rapid heart rate, it makes you so tired. It makes it hard to do things. But on top of that, you do get achy joints and other symptoms. So I don't know where I'm gonna be at. My gastro seems to be okay in the sense of that I'm not having like where my bowels aren't hurting me, but I am nauseous 24/7. Like, if I don't have a mint or take my prescribed meds, I am going to feel sick or be vomiting. In the video, I'm pretty sure there was a moment that I just out of nowhere, and I don't even want to talk about it because I start getting that feeling let's move on. I'm really trying to practice leaving a lot of moments like what you just saw in, because I think cutting those out makes it seem like I don't ever, it doesn't show when I'm symptomatic and what really is happening when I'm processing and trying to deal with a symptom. So I'm trying to leave a lot more of those in. It just, honestly, it's not like, you see so much stuff on the internet and thrown at you that is pretty and that is about just fun stuff in life. And this is more not that. This is more like how to survive. It's really important that right now I work on building myself up mentally. This is when it's the most important. All of work and all of the things that I have fought for, this is when my mental toughness really put to the test, and I have to fight to be that person that I said that I am going to be and that I'm going to love. Because I'm struggling physically, I am also struggling mentally, and a lot of that has to do with feeling like I'm being robbed of being the person that I want to be and being there for my family the way I want to be, and not being able to care for myself the way I want to. It's a lot of limitations, and mentally it can really wear you down, and it's easy to fall into that hole rather than climbing out of it. It's easy to fall, it's hard to climb. And climbing, you have to have grit, and you have to get balance, and you have to hold on tight. It's not a free fall. Gravity is not taking over. That's my little analogy here. But it really is a lot more work to say, okay, you're not sure what's going to happen. You're not sure about your health. You're not sure about what's next. But let's hopefully think positively. You know, it doesn't always work like that. It's more so, okay, what are some things that I can do to control my feelings about myself in this situation? Because I don't know how else to express the amount of self-hate that starts happening because of the lack of control that we have, or that I have. I really, really practice a few things when I am dealing with this. One is journaling. I have shared with you guys about my journaling. I journal usually nightly. Sometimes I'll take a little break and then I'll start again. But I definitely journal. So that's one thing that helps me. Another thing is I color, which I share that often. I've been doing that for years, and it keeps me centered. No, it keeps my mind busy to where I'm not going off the deep end and thinking about all the reasons why I'm not good enough, because that's very easy to do. I also have a book that is my favorite book that I have ever had. Let me get it. I keep it by my bedside, and it is actually a poem book. It is so messed up because there was a liquid spilt on it. So it is, I just think it gives it more character. But it's by Cleo Wade, and it's called Heart Talk, A Poetic Wisdom for a Better Life. I got this years and years and years and years ago, and sometimes I honestly just take it out and pick a random page and read it. So I'm going to share with you guys one, and then I'll have it linked below, because if you can find something that you can read, touch, smell, anything like that that just makes you feel a little more grounded and centered and like things are going to be okay, hold on to those things tightly. So let me see what this page says. I did not lose the lesson. I did a lot of things not in the right way. Some may even call them mistakes. I just call them scars that keep me from touching the oven too long when it's hot. Life does not always hand us the easy road. Life does not always allow for us to be in the right frame of mind to always do the right thing at the right time. To know this is to remember that you're human. We are not born knowing the best way to navigate the worst circumstances. We are all more than our mistakes. Our mistakes do not make us bad people. Our mistakes, when met with awareness and personal responsibility, are actually what introduce us to our best selves. You are beautiful because of all of your experiences, the good, the bad, and the imperfect. And I had highlighted about we meet our mistakes with awareness. And I have been through this book so many times, but it's short passages, but they mean a lot to me. And I often will open it up just to get my mind into like, not fight mode, but into like, you can do this mode. Let's think it out. Let's navigate through this. I really appreciate this book. I know she has come out with other books, but this is the only one I have read. Actually, I've heard of like Amazon storefronts. I don't know how to do that, but I do know how to do an Amazon wish list. And I think I can put a link down below, but that I'm pretty sure an Amazon wish list is just like the things that I want on Amazon. And then like they can be bought kind of like a registry and sent to me. But like, I'm wondering if I could use that as a way for you guys to see all the links of things that I do like. I need to figure it out. I will put the wish list. Of course I have an Amazon wish list and I will put it down below. That's just things that I'm looking to buy for myself or that I have that I like. I'm sorry, I'm starting not to feel good. So I feel like I'm starting to trail off. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to get going because my body just said that was enough. I will make sure to keep I have to get going. Sorry to just cut off the video. I will keep you guys updated in the next video. I hope you guys are feeling okay. Let me know how you are doing and some of the things that help you process with chronic illness and when you're dealing with it mentally as well as physically. I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys have a good day or night. Take care.